What is up, guys, and welcome back to the podcast. And for those watching on YouTube, we have another special guest here on the podcast. And this person right here, she's definitely one of the people that helped me learn a little bit more about Sweden as I started my journey. And now, Sweden got my heart, and it's one of those places that, or it is the place that I decided to visit first when that time comes around. And I want y'all to welcome Miss Kimberly Sorce. Everybody, I definitely appreciate you, Kim, for being on the podcast. Like I said, I learned a lot, from the few videos that I checked out of yours, doing reactions to. And the people love you. I can say that. Like, you're subscribed, they really support you and love you, because like I have people, they were sending your stuff that, hey, check out this video, check out
Oh,
this. So people really love you and support you, especially in Sweden. So if you would like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about you.
definitely. Thank you, first of all, for that introduction. Made me feel real nice. My name is Kimberly or Kim. I'm originally from New Jersey. I was living there until I was 19, and then I moved to Los Angeles, California, with the dream that a lot of young girls, I think, have to be an actress in LA.
Oh yeah.
And I actually went to film school in New York and Los Angeles, and then I was living
Mm.
there for a few years pursuing acting. And then during 2017, I came here to Sweden to visit my best friend who lives here, and we did a summer road trip together down
Oh,
to
wow.
Greece. And during that time, her brother also joined us, and we wound up falling in love and starting a
Mm.
relationship, a long distance relationship that lasted for it's going to be 5 years this summer.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how I ended up in Sweden. I was doing long distance back and forth about every 3 months
Mhm.
for, like I said, 5 years. And I just got my residence permit approved. So I moved here officially in May. So I've been here for
Nice.
almost 3 months. And now Malmo, Sweden is my new home. And still trying to somehow get into the acting entertainment
Mhm.
industry. So I figure YouTube and TikTok and all that is a good way to start. So, yeah,
Yes,
I'm
for
making
sure.
videos for knowledge and
Yeah.
also for self promotion.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Hey, love works in mysterious ways, don't it?
Absolutely.
Most of the time, it happens when you're not looking for it. It seems like it.
I
You're
swear.
just going on with life and stuff. But no, that would be a great story. You should write a book. Love and with no sight type or something. Just
Yeah, and it
because.
must
But
be love, because moving from sunny Los Angeles to Sweden, I
oh
mean, don't
my
get me
god.
wrong, Sweden has its benefits, but yeah, this weather.
Weather is, I mean, I've seen a lot of videos and I'm like, I I play indoor
Yeah.
sports. I'm like, that's a lot of snow. That's a lot of
Yeah.
snow. I live
Yeah.
in Texas and we don't get snow like that. Like a little ice, even if it's 60 degrees, we like, nah, we staying inside. Like, it gotta be a perfect 60 degrees for us to be outside.
It's July 28th here. It was
Hmm.
68 degrees today, a high
Oh,
of 68 degrees.
oh
So,
wow.
yeah,
Yeah. So
in summer.
man, whew.
Hmm.
Kudos to you. Maybe we'll get a lot of videos from you when that winter time comes. You can show us a
Yeah.
little bit of the winter, how it is for you. So
I could deal with the colds, but the thing that really bothers me and I think bothers a lot of people is the lack of sunlight because
mm,
in the winter the sun sets at like 3:30 in the afternoon and it comes
right.
up at like 9 in the morning.
Oh
So
wow.
it's a lot of
That's different.
darkness.
That's definitely different, yeah.
Yeah.
And now you're in the southern part of Sweden, middle or northern?
Southern. We
Southern.
are like
Okay.
right along the coast next to Denmark, which is the
Oh nice.
southwest of Sweden.
Nice, nice. That's
Mhm.
amazing. So do you go to Denmark often or is it easy transportation there or
Super easy. When I fly to Sweden, I fly into Denmark, and then there's a train
oh.
directly from the airport here, and it's like 20 minutes. So it's really, really quick.
Oh, wow.
But we actually don't go hang out in Denmark that much. We've only gone
Okay.
once since I've been here this past 3 months. So
Yeah.
I guess because we live in a city already,
Mhm.
But
Imma have to contact you on mine. I've been planning, how am I gonna get there and stuff like that. I might have to
hmm.
contact you on how all this works and stuff like that.
Definitely.
'Cause it
I'm a pro. I've been back and forth
yeah, that's
so
why
many
I'm like, it
times.
looked difficult to me. I'm like, I don't even know where to start. Like usually I would just Google something and boom, I can find it. But I'm like, this is totally different because I don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying. But again, thank you, Miss Kim, for being a part of this. Now, first question I have for you is life in Sweden. How has life been since moving to Sweden? Like you said, you've been back and forth, but
Mm-hmm.
how has life truly been? Have you been able to adapt to the Swedish lifestyles and cultures?
Yes, I don't think the culture and the life, I mean, the lifestyle is a bit different, but it's not like a huge, huge cultural change.
Okay.
So it's been relatively easy to adapt. And like I said, I've been coming back and forth for so many years that
Mhm.
I'm pretty used to it now. In the
Nice.
beginning, it was definitely harder because even just for 3 months, you miss your home and you miss
Mhm.
how life is in your home country and your family and everything. But because I've been back and forth so many times, I kind of knew what to expect this
Right.
time. And it's also summer. So, it's like the most fun time of the year.
Yeah.
It's the best time to move. So I feel like time has flew by. I can't believe it's been almost 3 months since I've been
Yeah.
here. But this time I've definitely actually been like getting my Swedish life in order. Like I registered myself for a Swedish person number, which is basically the social security number.
Mhm.
I'm getting my Swedish ID card, opening a bank account, doing all of the actual, citizenship
Right.
things to live in Sweden. But it's been great. We moved to Malmo. Yeah, so I moved in the summer, best time. And I feel like it's gone really fast.
Mhm.
And I definitely feel like I definitely don't feel like it's my home yet.
Mhm.
I think it'll take a long time for it to actually feel like home.
Right.
And I think learning the Swedish language is definitely necessary to make it
Mhm.
feel like my home. Also, my family hasn't been here. My parents have never been. So there's something
Oh.
about the fact that they don't really know where I'm living that makes it not feel like home for some reason.
Yeah.
Even though we've done like video chats and all that, I think once they come and visit and see it, and I don't know, for some reason, I feel like I'll feel more settled here. But it's been great so far. It's a really nice country to live in.
Yeah.
It's everybody speaks English, and like I said, the culture is not that different. So there's not like huge culture shocks every day.
Right.
It's a great country to live in.
That's good. That's good. Interesting. Like you said, you came at the right time in the
Yeah,
summertime. All the other times you visit, has it always been like in the summertime or was it like fall? Did you do some winters in
I've.
visiting?
It really depends on like this 3 month rule. I don't know if you're familiar with the Schengen area. So you
Mhm.
can basically stay in any country in the Schengen area, which is basically all of the EU, for
Mhm.
90 days out of a period of 180 days. So you can go and come as you please, or you can use them all at once. So that's what I usually do. So I would come
Okay.
for 3 months, leave for 3 months, come for 3 months, leave for 3 months. So
Oh
I got
wow.
fall, winter, spring, summer. I
So
got it
you got
all out of the way
yeah.
before I officially moved.
So that's definitely a big factor in making that decision. For sure. I just know for you, just moving to a different country because I talk to people all the time, and even in some recent interviews, I said moving to a different state. That's a difference. Like you said, you had to get your citizenship, you had to get a new social, or in our sense, a social, and things
Hmm.
like that. And I remember when my brother, when he moved to Florida, he had to, basically start over, start fresh.
Yeah.
So for you to start fresh in a new country, like
Yeah.
that's
It's if you look at it as like this big thing, like you're moving to a new country, it's
mhm,
overwhelming. But
yeah,
just taking it step by step, okay, first I have to fill out this application.
mhm,
Okay, then I have to go to this interview. Okay, then I have to do this. Taking it step by step is really the only way to save your sanity when
right,
moving to a new
yeah.
country, honestly.
Especially me personally, like I have patience, but with certain things, I'd be like, I just want to get this
Yeah.
done. I don't want to have to deal
Yeah.
with it later, type of thing.
The worst thing
So,
is when you apply for this residence permit, it's called. I'm
mhm,
not a citizen yet. The
mhm.
residence permit, you apply and then you hear nothing. So I
Oh wow,
applied in July and I didn't hear anything until February.
oh wow,
And you just have to
dang,
wait. Yeah.
Yeah, dang.
So
And were you
that's
and this is for you to like be able to basically like purchase certain
that's
things or like just
This is when I was still living in the US. I
Mhm.
applied for this residence permit. So the first thing is the application, why you want to move there, everything about your
Okay.
relationship with your partner.
Mhm.
And then they basically look at it and see if you're a real couple or not. And then the
Oh,
next thing
wow.
is they schedule an interview. So
Mhm.
in the time between when you send in your application and you get your interview, you hear nothing from them.
Wow.
Mm.
Man, yeah, that definitely sounds like something. That
Yeah.
sounds like something at least here in America when you're dealing with all those things and it takes forever. It's like before
Yeah.
you hear anything. So, but no, that's good that you actually got to do the 3 months on, 3 months off thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I
get
know I'm
all the
lucky.
season. Yeah, get all the season, and you picked the perfect. All right, I know to move in March. That's perfect. Perfect timing. Like you said,
Absolutely.
time going by super fast. Cause my kids, I just told my wife, I said, I can't believe we're about to hit August next week, and these kids are about
Mhm.
to be in school. My 4-year-old gets to start school for the first time. You
Wow.
know, yeah. So but yeah, but another question I have for you. If I was to visit Sweden, what food would you recommend? I'm a food lover.
Mhm.
I had some chocolate and some other snacks from Sweden, and they always tell me about the tube foods
Oh
that
my
they're real
gosh, I
good.
have
So
one. I have one here literally
yeah.
for you. I wanted you to see. Okay, so they have this. I have it here. I can show you.
Oh, I
So
think I seen
this,
one of these in your videos.
yeah, this is my favorite one.
Yeah.
So it's shrimp cheese.
Wow.
And you can see there's like a picture of a shrimp and a
Uh-huh.
cheese on
Wow.
it. And it's literally like a tube of caulk. So it comes
Mm.
with this like pointy edge that you pop it
Uh-huh.
open and then you just squeeze it out.
Wow. And you just spread that on like a cracker, bread,
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
it?
In the morning, this is like a breakfast thing. So
Mm.
I wanted to also show you this.
Oh, I definitely seen that in the video. I seen that in one of your I said, "What is?" I thought it was a bread and it like break like a
Yeah,
cracker. That oh,
exactly. Look how it's
wow,
huge. So you could spread this shrimp cheese on this bread
yeah,
and then eat it with like some sliced egg, cheese, and vegetables. They actually
wow.
have really good breakfast here in Sweden. It's like really fresh vegetables
Mm.
and fish and
S-
eggs and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I'm definitely a breakfast person.
You would love it then.
Dang,
Um,
I will probably finish that in a day.
yeah,
If it's good, I'll probably be like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just finish it off.
it's really good. And they
That
have all
mm.
different flavors of this cheese too. They have like reindeer, apparently, reindeer cheese. They have
Wait, is it like reindeer meat, like mixed with
yeah,
meat? Oh, got you.
yeah, because in this there's little teeny tiny pieces of shrimp.
Oh,
So instead of the shrimp, it would be pieces of reindeer. Haven't tried that one. I'm a little scared.
yeah. I seen a picture. I seen a few videos. They were talking about reindeer meat, and I was like, my picture of reindeer. They taking Santa's sleigh like they're innocent. Like I
Yeah,
wouldn't want to eat them, but
I know. I know.
if
Yeah,
I get hungry, I guess might as well.
especially up north, they're really into
Yeah,
reindeer meat. But
that's interesting.
if you like chocolate, you would definitely like this cake. It's called Kladdkaka, and it's
Okay.
kind of like, have you had flourless chocolate cake?
I think so. Is that like the cake you put like in a mug and they bake?
No, not
No.
necessarily.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like cake, chocolate cake, but they don't use flour, so it's
Mm.
really dense. It's almost like a truffle, like a giant
Oh, gotcha.
truffle. So this cake
Hmm.
is very similar to that, but the middle center is like a lava cake, so it's not like fully
Oh,
cooked.
yeah.
It's so good. Really good
That
dessert.
sounds good. Making me
Mhm.
hungry. I had a lava cake before. I actually like the lava cake. Sometimes it can be rich. I don't know. Here in the States, we love sugar, so I don't know how
We
much
do.
sugar it have in there, but
Probably a lot.
but no, that's good. I That's probably the first thing on my list to try out the tube foods. I might just
Mhm.
go grab a bunch of them and just say, you know what, let me try them. Let me try them
Yeah.
all.
There's a
So
whole wall of tubed foods you'll
yeah.
see in the supermarket. tons of options to
Yeah.
choose from.
Now, with these two foods, are they something like once you buy them, you gotta once you open them, you gotta keep them refrigerated, or they can be room temperature?
Yes, these are before you open them, they're room temperature foods. But
Mm-hmm.
once you open it, you have to refrigerate it.
Okay.
And I just checked because I said like, how long are these good for? So this one will be good until May 5th of next year.
Oh, nice. They last a
Yeah.
good while. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely on the list to try. Uh,
Yeah.
I guess I'm still iffy about the reindeer, but
Yeah.
I might have to go ahead and just try it out. But what about restaurants? Do you have like a favorite restaurant you go to out there, or?
I don't have any favorite
Mhm.
restaurants, but I definitely have a favorite pizza.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm sure you've heard of kebab pizza by now, Swedish
Kebab.
kebab pizza,
I think
or
so. I believe so.
basically every pizzeria has this kebab pizza. Sweden has very interesting pizzas, very different than
Mhm.
the US. But this specific one, it's regular pizza with shaved, kebab meat, like from
Mhm.
that giant meat thing,
Yeah.
and then lettuce, tomatoes, pepperoni, peppers. Sometimes they put
Wow.
French fries on top, and then they always put a sauce. So every pizza in this area of Sweden, you get a pizza sauce.
Mhm.
So you can choose garlic, mild, or spicy, and then they put it on top of the pizza, and it's like this
Wow.
creamy sauce. And then they also give you a pizza salad, which is
Mm.
shaved cabbage, olive oil, spices, and you like eat it on the side with your pizza. And it's so good. It's
That
so heavy. It's so
yeah.
filling. You want to take a nap after, but it's so good.
That sounds good. It's crazy because the pizza you just described, I was like, this sounds like everything I could almost put in a taco or
Yeah.
something like that, like a tortilla. But that sounds good. That sounds good. And I
Hmm.
don't even eat salad like that, but the salad sounded good too.
Yeah, it's really
So
good.
I might definitely have to check out some pizza from Sweden. But oh, that's good. Definitely. Like I said, I'm willing to try anything, but it gotta look good first. It gotta look good first.
Hmm.
But another oh, were you finna say something?
No, no, go ahead.
Oh, okay. But another question I have for you is how has Sweden changed your mind as an American?
Oh, it's actually changed my mind a lot. I think living outside of the country that you are from for
Yeah.
anybody will change your outlook on that country. And I think as Americans, we're almost, I don't want to say like brainwashed to grow
Mhm.
up and think that the American way is the best and America is the number one country. But, I think a lot of us grow up thinking that we do everything
Mhm.
right and our way is the best. And then you leave and you see, wow, look at Sweden, for example. They have universal health care. Whoever is sick can get help, even if they don't have the money for it. They have school included in, the taxes that they
Mhm.
pay. So if you come from a family that doesn't make a lot of money, but you want to be a lawyer, you can go to law school. It doesn't matter how
Wow.
much it costs. And even in the regular schools, the
Mhm.
grade school, all of the kids get lunch included every single day. So nobody brings food from home, or you don't have to have
Mhm.
money to pay. You can get lunch every day for free. It's like a buffet lunch. So there are so
Wow.
many things that the US definitely doesn't have right. And I know that the US is a much bigger country. We have a much
Mhm.
bigger population. So it's more difficult to fix these things.
Right.
But it seems like looking at America now, we do everything for profit. We're such
Mhm.
a consumeristic society and capitalist society that everything is based on how much money we can make as opposed to
Yeah.
actually caring about the people, which is quite sad.
And that's funny that you say that because I had just seen a video as well that it was just talking about like is America really for the people?
Mm,
And I for me, just with the things that you name, most people, especially even people I went to school with and stuff, smart kids, like the very smartest kids still don't go to college because they
right.
can't afford it. I remember being in school and if a kid didn't pay his lunch bill or something, they'll swap that tray out and get him a drop peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and
Yeah.
especially on pizza day, that's like the worst thing ever, getting PB&J for pizza, over pizza and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I definitely can see that it has changed your mind, and I feel like as we become adults, we become very open minded. But like you said, you got to experience a whole nother country and live there, and you became an outsider to where you were from, and you got to
Mm.
see, like, why aren't these things possible? I know you said that America is bigger, but I felt like we could have did some things earlier to put us in position, but
Yeah.
we is so entitled. It's so much entitlement that whatever position that you're in, that's who gets the most respect and stuff like that. And career wise, especially, like, most people probably do want to be a lawyer, but you know how much that costs. Most people probably do
Mm.
want to be a doctor, but you know how much those things cost. Versus, I know in Sweden you probably know a couple of people that probably got 5, 6, 7 degrees. I'm sure.
Yeah, literally.
So
Could just keep going to school.
yeah, so it's like, I know when I was young, I didn't want to stay in school that long, but for free, it's like, I can learn these different skills and be able to equip myself. If I wanted to change in career, it wouldn't be like, oh, now I got to start over, go back to school, then.
Hmm.
So, but but
Yeah.
that definitely is. I'm sure that's a more even deeper subject topic
Yeah,
right
there's
there,
a whole
because
nother podcast.
yeah, yeah. I've checked out your podcast a few times too as well. So hey, I might have, if you have that episode, make sure I follow you on
I will
Instagram. So
let you know.
I'll definitely
Yes.
be ready to hear about this, because I feel like
Absolutely.
that's a thing that's not talked about a lot. And because especially as kids, we just think all it is America. We see other countries on
Hmm.
the map, but
Yeah.
we just see them. So, but
Yeah.
then
And
it,
I was thinking, like, Americans, we have this reputation that we don't travel and we don't know other
yeah.
countries. And I'm not making excuses for Americans, but
Hmm.
Sweden, they're almost in Central Europe. A
Hmm.
flight to go to a new country is 1-2 hours, and the
Right.
ticket is $100, $150.
Wow.
And the US, we're surrounded by Canada, which is not
Hmm.
that different than America, or we are surrounded by Mexico,
Hmm.
which, if you go to Mexico, chances are you're going to a resort. How much can you learn about a
Right.
country from going to a resort?
Exactly. We're going to the best part of it.
Yeah. So, I'm not making excuses. We also have the internet. We could also learn about other
Hmm.
countries that way. But I do think there is a reason why we are kind of excluded, because we are excluded from the
Yeah.
rest of Europe and the
Hmm.
world. Yeah.
Yeah. But like you said, that was a good point you brought up though, because I mean, even if we go, it's just like I'm sure growing up, you've seen that commercials about Africa and stuff.
Hmm.
I honestly thought I'm like, dang, like it's nothing but poor people in Africa, blah blah blah. It always looked like I never seen nothing outside of that.
Right.
I went to college. I had a roommate. He was like, "Oh, I'm from. I think he was from Lagos.
Hmm.
Lagos. It's like a major city, and I forgot what part of Africa. It might have been Nigeria. I want to say. I don't want to mess that up. But he showed me. I said, "This
What?
not. This is yeah."
Yeah.
I'm like, "No way." I said, "This almost looked like New York. What?" He was like, "Bro, we were one of the richest continents in the world. Like
Oh,
it was like
man.
they just
Yeah.
do all that. It was like, what if we went to America and just went to the poorest parts and just
Yeah.
advertise it? But
True. It's
it's
probably the
crazy.
same, like how Europeans see the
Yeah.
US on TV. They see like Beverly Hills and New
Hmm.
York, and then they come to Wisconsin and they're like, what is this?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on where you go, you can definitely you can find a stereotype somewhere, but
Yeah.
like the glam and glamorous life, I'm sure definitely LA. But you come to Texas, they think it's all cowboys,
Hmm.
horses, and it's just it's straight city. It's country. It's country. Don't get me wrong. It's country, but everybody ain't in cowboy boots and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but and last question. What's one thing in Sweden that you wish was available in America?
Oof. Well, that is a hard one because I feel like they have a lot of really great things.
Hmm.
We already talked about healthcare. I mean,
Hmm.
d- there's a few, But I guess I would say healthcare, universal
Yeah.
healthcare. I think it's the most important thing. It's torn between healthcare and education though, because I
Yeah.
think actually education is just as important as
Mhm.
healthcare, because that's the way to keep people impoverished, is that the word, in poverty,
Yeah.
and keep the rich rich and the poor poor, is lack of
Mhm.
education. And that's exactly what America is doing. If you're rich, you can go to college. If you don't have the money, you can't go to college. And
Yeah.
it's never going to change if schooling is still as expensive
Mhm.
as it is. So I think education, I would say, actually is the thing that I would love to bring to America from Sweden.
Yeah, and that's a
Yeah.
good point because, like, watching videos and stuff, you see that a lot of people that really need medical attention are people that don't have a high education. They
Mm,
don't have the best of the best jobs. Because I was saying, I was just telling a friend, like, you get an education and somebody they get a great job, and that great job come with great insurance. But when do they
mhm.
ever use it? When are they gonna ever use that insurance versus this person that probably working more hours than that person, don't have an education, and they have a health issue, and they need to see a doctor more frequently, but they can't because
Yeah.
their job don't provide them with great benefits as if that person that not even using their benefits, they just
So
have it,
true.
you know? So, uh, I think that's definitely a thing, like, that was definitely key what you said, that education, lack of knowledge, lack of information, because
Mm.
that's what really the start of it all, you know?
Yeah,
So, putting people in the right position. So but Kim,
absolutely.
I definitely appreciate this was definitely good. Definitely can't wait to go to Sweden and learn a little bit more. See everything. At least what I've seen. It looks very very nice. Definitely cannot go into in the winter time, but
Yeah.
I seen the summertime. It looked beautiful out there and
Summer in
stuff like
Sweden
that.
is amazing. It's so
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
So, but I appreciate you for getting on this podcast, and y'all make sure y'all check out Kim got a podcast. I believe it's Kim's podcast, right? Or if I'm not
Kim's in
mistaken,
Sweden.
Kim's in Sweden
Yes.
podcast.
I
So,
haven't been uploading for a while. I haven't been uploading since I
mhm.
moved, actually, but I am going to get back into it. So,
Yeah. Hey, this stuff is tricky. This stuff is definitely difficult, you know. So
yeah.
I definitely takes time. Just like YouTube. I know you're doing big things on YouTube as well. See your growth on there. So
Thank you.
it's a process. It's a
Thank
process.
you. And I also have a TikTok.
Okay,
My
is
name
that
is Kimberly Sorce on
Kim?
TikTok.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go
Yes.
follow you on TikTok as well. Y'all make sure y'all follow Kim on TikTok, Instagram. I think all of them the same, right? Kimberly Source for all of them, or
The only one, Kim's in Sweden, is my Instagram and
okay.
my podcast. The other ones, TikTok and YouTube, are Kimberly Source.
Okay, perfect. I'll put those links in the description for people to
Thank you.
follow. And like I said, I appreciate this. I know people gonna be super happy to see you on this
Appreciate
podcast
you.
and stuff as well. So, maybe they'll share it and help spread the word for you. Spread the word. Like I said, you definitely got a lot of love out there in Sweden. People definitely, when they sent your video, they sent good things. Check
Oh,
this out. We love
nice.
her type thing. So, like I said, definitely a lot of love. Definitely a lot of love. I love Sweden. Can't wait to be there. But
Yes. Definitely let me know when you come. We can go for a fika.
hey, for sure, for sure. Got it. I have to do that. Ever since I learned what it was, I said, you know what? This don't sound bad.
It's very nice.
Yeah. So
Thank you
yeah.
so much for having me.
Oh, no problem at all. Guys, make sure y'all follow Kim. Like I said, all of her information will be in the link in the description below, whether you're on the podcast or watch it on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. That's all we have. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.